Working BMW drivers. In the US, the E39 M Sport came only as an option on the 2003 540i, but the rest of us got it in 2001. Today's spotlight is on this 2001 BMW 540i M Sport. With the M Sport suspension 2, M aerodynamics package, sport seats, shadowline trim, and a whole bunch of other goodies. We're going to go in depth with this car, show you all the features, take it for a road test and put those M parts to good use, and go over what you need to know if you're in the market for the E39 facelift 540i M Sport.
As mentioned, a true M Sport 540i comes with a few extra options. The M aerodynamics package adds a front and rear bumper styled similarly to the M5, along with side skirts and a rear trunk lip. The M Sport Suspension 2 lowers the car and gives the E39 a slight boost in handling, and the shadowline exterior trim removes the chrome around the windows and the bumpers. On 2001 models, the rims were BMW style 66s and switched to M parallel rims after. The owner of this car has opted for authentic M5 style 65 alloys. The interior is finished in black leather. The M Sport package adds the 5-speed Steptronic automatic transmission, 10-way sport seats, M Sport door sills, and an anthracite roof liner. The sport seats add additional leg and bottom bolstering with power leg adjustment and power headrest adjustment. Along the driver's door we find 3 memory seat options, a coin tray beside the map pockets, and the window and mirror controls. The air vents are located on the door cards as BMW couldn't fit everything onto the dashboard. Under the dash is the trunk release button and hood latch. The M Sport steering wheel has media and cruise controls. The cluster on this E39 works without any missing LCDs. Notice the gas gauge is in liters and isn't divided equally at the halfway mark. The center vents have a different upper air temperature dial with better display of temperature settings. Hidden behind the aluminum trim is the BMW Business CD player and tone switch, followed by the radio and board computer controls. Air controls allow each front passenger to set their own temperature, but only one fan speed and direction can be selected. Cup holders surprisingly work and are located below that. The Steptronic shifter is in a reversed shift pattern, while shifting up requires an up motion rather than today's modern setup. Hazard and central locking is below that, with the cigarette ashtray hidden behind that. The center has a closable storage tray and further storage under the armrest. The front passenger has their vent on the door along with the window controls where you'd expect them to be. The rear doors also display the M Sport sills along with window controls and ashtrays built into the door card. The rear seat space is adequate with room for 3 passengers, or fold down the center to reveal the armrest. Rear passengers have basic climate controls through the back center console.
The 540i M Sport has the same 4.4-liter V8 engine that's in the E38 BMW 7 Series. The difference is it's got 8 more horsepower and it's in a smaller chassis. So theoretically it should be quicker. And so far, just driving around these little streets here, it is. It's got a little bit quicker get up and go. The transmission's the same. It's the same 5-speed Steptronic transmission. And suspension's a little different though. Even though the M Sport 2 suspension was pretty good at the time, the owner of this car has upgraded it with newer springs and shocks. So those have been replaced. Rides a little bit lower on the front than it did from factory, but that engine is pretty strong. It goes. And it's got the brakes there to back it up too, because you don't want to be going too fast and not be able to brake. So it's got cross-drilled brakes on the back and just regular brakes on the front. Okay, we are on a closed course. Oh shit! That goes, wow. That goes pretty good. I'm actually pretty impressed. Like, its response is very good for a 15-year-old car, 16-year-old car. But holy, that engine! I've never felt that engine go that quick before. It makes me wonder. Whew. This is the car to buy. That's why the 540 M Sports are so hard to come by, and why people are paying, I think recently on Bring a Trailer, somebody paid 20 grand, low mileage for a 6-manual transmission. But overall, I mean, there's a reason why these cars are sought after by enthusiasts, because it still has quite a bit of power, and it's undeniably one of the best designs BMW ever penned when it came to the 5 Series. I mean, this is a great looking car, and if you can find one in outstanding condition, buy it. Get your money's worth out of it, because I mean, the engines, if you maintain it properly and do everything that's required for it to be running in tip-top shape, it'll last quite a while. The transmissions they work. It's just the interior trim that you have to worry about. And even on this one, I'm surprised the cup holders work. You know, little things here and there are a little amiss, but overall, it's in, you know, pretty acceptable condition for the age that this car is. But that engine is really what makes this car so special. And the suspension too, the handling and the steering. Like, the steering on this car is really tight, a lot tighter than it is on other cars that I've driven, even when we compare it to other performance cars, like some of the AMGs we've done recently. Like, this is a very tight steering, and it could be because the car's lowered with M5 rims on it, or it's just that's how it came from the factory. I mean, we won't really know unless we get a bone stock 540i M Sport to review, but like, it's tight, and when you point it, it goes where you point it. Like, we're gonna go around a little corner here, and I'm not gonna be worried at all. Like, I'm usually taking corners at a pretty good speed, making sure that I've got traction and pointing the way I want to go. But oh yeah, you really just chuck it in where you want to go and it goes. You get sport seats with this package, as you would with the Sport package, but with this one you've got power bolster, leg bolster at the bottom, which is very nice, and then the bottom of the seat is also bolstered as well. So it kind of hugs you as you're going around corners and sitting in the car, and it feels pretty comfortable. It's not quite as functional as the one that you could have gotten on the E38. There's no lumbar support, and then the back of it, you know, it's kind of flat. So for me, I'm not super comfortable being able to lean back like this, but overall seating position, it is pretty good. And wow, I'm surprised. I'm very impressed, I gotta say. I think that overall, I'm more impressed with this car than I have been with the recent AMGs that we've filmed, because with the AMGs you expect them to be quick. With this one, it's still a 4.4 liter V8 engine, so it should have some power. 290 isn't anything to laugh at back in 2001, but I wasn't expecting it to be this good in terms of power. And like, whew, it goes, wow. Look at that. Any minute, just an entire squadron of OPP will come out of nowhere, spike strips and helicopters in their one Cessna airplane, but then they'll just think, oh no, it can't be that guy. That car's too old to go fast. And they'll pull over that Mercedes over there. Woo! That's fun. I could enjoy driving this even as a daily. Just want to get in it and go. Oh my God, this engine. Buy this car. If you ever are in the market, you're looking on whatever local auto website you have, Kijiji, Auto Trader, eBay, whatever, and a 540i M Sport comes up, a true M Sport, buy it. Cool. Buy it right now.
Many firmly believe that the E39 5 Series was the last true classic BMW ever made. I can understand why. The styling is the pinnacle of BMW design, with the right proportions throughout the entire length of the car. The addition of BMW's iconic Corona ring headlights helped give this car a modern look. When looking for an E39, you want to check the tech to see what works. LCD pixels like those found on the radio, climate, and center console tend to fail on these cars. Cup holders are almost always broken, and the cigarette lighter too. Seat electronics can fail, and finding replacement sport seats is becoming harder. The 540i's suffer the same engine and transmission issues as the E38. Timing chain guides and vanos are often neglected, and the coolant system doesn't last very long even when it's well maintained. Look for service history when buying, and have the vehicle inspected by a trusted professional. For more information about a full buyer's guide, you can check out our E38 buyer's guide, as most of that applies to this car. Prices for the 540i M Sport continue to rise. Thanks for watching this episode of Test Drive. We've launched our new website at perpetualradio.ca, where we'll be able to expand our content offerings on the vehicles we review. As always, your support is what makes Test Drive possible, so please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and leave a comment if you have any questions about this car. Thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you next time.